made a new video! OF models are getting creepier. I wonder if she's gonna mention the 100 person, 100 guys lady and the 1,000 guys lady, the potential pregnancy, which apparently was just a hoax. I don't know about this one. I heard some words about this one, that there was an OF model pretending to have Down syndrome. I heard something about this one recently, so let's get right into
it! This one...
Wait, what did that say? Syndrome is down, but the... Right.
This one officially puts us, actually, in hell.
Right.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as per usual, before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by PDS Debt. So everybody, I have once again been on the internet and have found some things that I wish I could delete from my memory. And because I am in fact your mama bird, I am going to once again vomit this terrible information.
Please, Sydney, no more. I had enough the last time. Please. Please, Sydney. No more! I can't take no more!
Into your faces. You know, I'm just feeding my little baby birds, which is all of you. I honestly feel a little bit bad for anybody who's new here, and this might be the first video that they're watching, and it's me talking about vomiting into their mouth. So, it's a bird reference.
Enjoy. It doesn't get much better than this, is what I like to say. Welcome.
But I'm the mama bird. You're the baby birds. And the vomit is news. It's news vomit. So I made a video very recently where...
Is it loud enough for you guys, by the way, or do I need to boost it?
I expressed the opinion that spicy content, particularly that which is posted on OF, is only going to get more and more extreme and psychotic as time wears on. Once again, OF being the website that is dedicated to singular fans, if you know what I mean. But
Chat, are you all singular fans? Are you singular fans? Does anyone in here have an OF subscription? I don't know. You might not want to admit it if you're too ashamed of it. Let me make a poll. I'm actually curious. Do you use OF? Yes, no. Like, no shame, completely anonymous. I'm your fan, damn. No, there's enough corn. I feel like that too, right? I only pay some artists on Patreon. That's fair. Use and subscribe are different. I mean... I would know! Do you get images if you not subscribe? Okay, there's like 3 people. Alright, alright. Epico streams for free? She does? Oh, interesting.
I think as of late particularly, that point and that belief is being proved right over and over again. The last time I talked about this, I used the example of mattress actress Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue being locked in a competition of sorts.
Yeah, those are the 2 100 guys and 1,000 guys in a day.
To one-up the other. And Bonnie Blue was trying to play hide the sausage with teenage boys.
I'm going to be sleeping with 23 barely legal 18-year-olds. So come and get me on my knees.
For what? For what?
And let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
I don't...
What? What? Bro, what? I don't know, is this attractive to anyone? Like, to me, this... I'm gonna sound misogynistic here, but to me, this feels so fucking cheap and disgusting. Like, this is just...
On my knees. And let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
I don't like this. Why are we this way? The whole thing was extremely weird, and honestly, I've tried to block it out. Actually, our friend Lily Phillips has gone viral again, just in the last couple weeks, for saying she started watching adult content at age 11 and believes that other young children should also watch this to learn.
No. At 11, you should be outside and running around the park. falling down, like scraping your knee, learning to ride a bike, like riding a bike, meeting friends, maybe play video games. It's oh yeah.
Well, I think you should be learning from it from that age. I do believe that, because that's when you start to think about things like that.
Consuming this content and having educational lessons about it are two different things, lady. That's like, yes, it is important to have sex ed in school, but porn is something different. Consuming, going out to look for this. Bro, there's a reason why on every freaking website, on every coin website that you go, it makes you confirm that you're 18 plus. What are you talking about?
But learning
Maybe not
via
learning.
pornography?
Yeah, maybe not learning from pornography, but I do think understanding it more from that age would be helpful.
That's gonna be a no from me there, champ. Although
At what age do people get sex ed? Isn't like 14, 15, 16? I think 11 years old, you don't not need it. You don't need to know about that at 11 years old. Oh my god. You had it at 13? 13? We started at 11? 5th grade for me, how old is that? I don't remember. 9? 5th grade. I only learned at 15. I got sex ed at 11. It was not necessary at all. It is not necessary at 11. You know what you do at 11? You play Pokemon cards. You play with your Game Boy. Like, what the hell?
I can't say that I'm so surprised to hear this from the woman who recently did the backdoor challenge. I did tell you guys this is the Hell Gondola, and we are in fact on it.
Yeah.
Or in it, if you're one of the people who thinks it's the
Yes, she did a backdoor challenge. I heard about that one too on Twitter. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. It is exactly what you think it is.
suspended air version. Anyway, it's very clear for all to see that there is an acceleration in the amount of spicy content being posted online. And like I've already mentioned previously, in this quest to carve out more market share on these spicy platforms, the type of content being made and posted is only getting more and more extreme. But it's also getting really, really specific, and it's being made in such a way that it targets specific adult interests, if you will. And as AI is getting better and more sophisticated, we have officially entered a very, very disturbing period of time. Like, more so than usual.
Yeah.
I know we've been here for
Yeah, speaking of, there's so much AI stuff on R34. Like, there's so much AI stuff there. It's just most of the... Okay, I don't know if it's most, but it's a lot of AI stuff. How do you know that? I know things. Chat, I know things. I know things, okay? I do know things. Which texts are your favorite? I don't have any favorite texts. Now, you won't believe it now after I just said that, but I don't actually use that website. I do not actually use it, so... Yeah.
a while. In my recent travels of the internet, I came across this article from back in mid-March headlined, "People are using AI to create influencers with Down syndrome who sell nudes."
Oh! Oh! I thought it was a girl, like a woman, pretending to have Down syndrome. Oh, what the hell?
Yes, this is happening, and no, it's not a joke. But if nothing else, this is the complete encapsulation of what it means to live in 20.
Is that a fetish? For some people it is, yeah. It's like, some people do have a fetish that they do want to take care of someone that is, has some, what is Down syndrome in the end? Is it a mental illness? No, it's not a mental illness. It's but like it's like a fetish where people want to take care of someone who can't take care of themselves.
2025. I actually noticed this
Disability,
happening
genetic,
myself
yeah.
over the last 2 months or so, where these videos started popping up all over my Instagram feed, and I genuinely thought I was going mad. Many of these accounts have thousands of followers and tons of interaction, although
I do have to admit that was a nice yacht. that was a nice one. Damn. What the hell? Like, oh, that's AI generated, wasn't it though? Yeah, that's the one that's AI generated. Never mind. Damn, AI can really generate some good yacht now.
noticed this happening myself over the last 2 months or so, where these videos started popping up all over my Instagram feed, and I genuinely thought I was going mad. Many of these accounts have thousands of followers and tons of interaction, although
Bro, I wouldn't know if no one told me that this is AI. I would think this is real. This looks real. This looks like someone actually just filmed it. Like, I wouldn't know. It's scary.
I am guessing that the followers have been purchased, so I don't know if that makes it better or worse, do with that information what you will, but the content being posted is hypersexualized with hypersexualized captions, and almost all of this is being linked back to explicit adult content websites. Now, admittedly, when I first
The blurriness gives it away. You know, if you just scroll past though, on TikTok, you just see that real quick, you think it is real. Because you're not like, your brain is wired to just like, oh, Down syndrome is a disability? Alright. Alright, thank you. Like, I always get confused with all the terms. But yeah, if you just go past on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, you'd think this is it. Just by camera, most people would believe it. Exactly. It's absolutely believable. All of these videos, looking at it, like scrolling by, I would think it's real. It's really believable.
Back to explicit adult content websites. Now, admittedly, when I first started seeing these videos myself, I thought this was a filter because they're getting very, very, very good. But then I dug a little deeper and I found that
people focus on my Down syndrome until,
as the aforementioned article explains, this Down syndrome face, these features, are part of the general practice of stealing real people's content and replacing the faces with AI-generated faces.
Oh, that's why it looks so real. Because it is real, just altered.
Like this video, for example, showing a sexualized woman who appears to have Down syndrome, but this is the actual woman who made the original video. Or sometimes it just becomes AI inception, because I think this one woman is not real, I think she's AI made, but then they've gone ahead and given her a Down syndrome appearance as well, and this is bizarrely common. I just want to know who's captioning these videos. Syndrome is down, but peach booty is up.
It's probably also AI. Just face replacement. Yeah, it's a face swap. Yeah, that's why. You know what? That means that ass was still real.
I don't know if that's peach booty. I'm gonna say peach booty because that's what that means to me. Down syndrome doesn't mean I can't give you what you want. Who is writing these? I don't know, guys. I've definitely told you about some questionable stuff during my travels of the internet over the years, but this is just... Stop the world! I want to get off. You know, I'm sure that there are a bunch of things that all of us would like to stop, particularly in our personal lives, like debt, which is why today's video is sponsored by PDS Debt. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I think owing any amount of money is very stressful. I would know. I am still literally paying off my student loans. And I don't even have a cool medical degree. But for everyday hardworking people,
I wonder what kind of degree she does have. Chat, you got debts? You still paying off student loans? Chat, anyone in the student loan category?
people, being crushed by debt is debilitating, and it's on your mind all the time. But the good news is there is a way for you to take control and take your life back, thanks to PDS Debt. PDS has helped tens of thousands of people with all sorts of debts. Credit card, personal loans, medical bills. They go beyond the raw numbers to understand your personal financial situation and then design a personalized plan specifically for you. Like I said,
I wonder my country, though. No, I live in a first world country. Okay, America is a first world country. And there's student loans in America.
I genuinely do have quite a substantial amount in student loans, and thankfully I'm on a plan to pay that back in Australia. But if that debt was here in the US, it is very comforting to know that PDS Debt would be there to help me if I needed it. There is no minimum credit score required, and your initial assessment is absolutely free. And if you're skeptical, PDS is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, so they aren't some random schmoes up the road. They also have a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. So if you too want to take control of your life and your debt, then click the link in the description, scan the QR code on screen, or go to pdsdebt.com/Sydney to get your free assessment. That's pdsdebt.com/Sydney to get your free assessment. Anyway, when I first started looking into this, I was fully convinced that I was just gonna dunk on some OF girls and then go on my merry way. But the longer that I looked, the weirder all of this got and the more rabbit holes that I found, and I
love rabbit holes! I'm sorry, I just had to say it. We love, like, sudden rabbit holes. I don't know.
come to the conclusion that the internet is a mistake. As you can probably guess, as the creation of these AI-generated people and faces has gotten better and better, it's opened up a lot of money-making avenues. And so people have started making profiles that cater to really specific adult interests, if you know what I mean. Which again, all link back to payment platforms like Patreon and this new one called FanView. And actually,
oh, FanView, that's a new one.
Fun fact, OF has some strict rules around using AI on its platform. It bans deepfakes, doesn't allow purely AI-generated content, and you can't use real people and edit them without their permission. So once again, do with this information what you will. And as a bit of an aside, the AI...
I want to read that again, because a lot of people are using AI bots, right, to answer. Can I post AI altered and enhanced content of myself on OF? All content posted on OF must belong to a verified OnlyFans account. A content creator, this means that if you can only share content that has been generated, altered, or enhanced by AI if it clearly features the verified OnlyFans creator. Okay, that's on content though. That doesn't talk about the messages. The user can tell that the content has been generated, altered, or enhanced by AI. The easiest way to do this is to include the hashtag AI. Huh. It is in keeping with our terms of including our acceptable use policy. If you do not follow these guidelines, you will be in breach of the terms of service and risk your content, your account being deactivated. Can I post AI generated, altered, or enhanced content of someone else? Well, obviously no. Oh, we had 1769 burps? How fitting. Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe there's more info on this on there. But a lot of people do use AI bots now to message people back, which obviously isn't themselves then. So, I don't know. I would have to look deeper into it.
Do with this information what you will. And as a bit of an aside, the AI-generated fetish content gets really specific and really weird. This account, for example, is full of completely AI-generated images of amputees because apparently that is an adult interest people have. I guess they like nubs.
It's a tag on R34 as well? Bro, what? That's an actual tag? What? Bro, what? Even on Pixif? What? Seen weirder? Oh my god.
I mean, silver lining to all of you who are missing limbs right now. Apparently you're sitting on a bit of a gold mine. Lose an arm? Fields of diamonds. Even luckier for those of you with backwards facing feet.
What the fuck?
Okay, what am I looking at here? As expected, this...
Oh, this is actually a thing though. Where, like, this isn't just weirdly AI generated. This is sometimes what people do to, like, give back, a joint for the knee, and then the foot gets put into a prosthetic so they can use the lower part of their leg for walking. This one actually does exist.
Particular Instagram account links to a payment platform and the subscription platform Patreon, where it has 500 subscribers. Here are the Ampute Girl fantasies brought to us by AI. Perfect.
Hey, you know what? They said it's AI. You know what? Sure. What do you know about that? I watched a creator for a while. I watched a creator who had an amputated leg. She was talking about that before. Also, I watch a lot of medical shows. Not to say that they are 100% accurate, but like some things are, you know. Either way, the fact that they literally say it's AI, I think, you know what, whatever. Sure. You go, girl.
Perfect English. No notes. 29 people are paying for this, and I don't know what to do with that information. So obviously, it's not like people having really, really obscure and specific and weird adult interests is even a new thing. What can I say? We've all been picking on the feet people for long enough. There was almost a reward for you all for being here, but then I realized that feet are hideous. When I was looking into this topic, I found entire Reddit threads of OF women discussing how much money they make posting videos and images to the platform while pregnant. There was even an article from 2022 that discussed a young British mother making almost $15,000 a month for posting videos of herself pumping breast milk.
People have weird fetishes, man. Like, what? People have so weird fetishes. I can't even hate on, like, feet people anymore, man. Like, feet is so normalized to me at this point. It's just, like, to me, like, ugh. But, like, you know, you enjoy those feet. You sniff them grippers. You go, girl. But, like, pumping breast milk? And while being pregnant? What? One of my exes complained to me that her new then boyfriend had a pregnancy kink, and you were like 17 at the time. How do you get a pregnancy kink when you're 17? What? Was she doing it for the Blizzard employees? Probably.
Someone even offered her $100,000 to breastfeed him. Just
Ew. Ew! 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 Okay, hear me out. No! Bro, I'm kink shaming. Nah, 100% kink shaming. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Mommy issues. Oh my god.
taking mummy issues to a whole new level. Some of you might even remember a woman I discussed a while ago called Diana Dietz, who went by the username Coconut Kitty, who would make spicy content and edit her face to look extremely young. She was accused of fan of the playground baiting and eventually ended her time here on this planet back in 2023. Sorry for all the euphemisms.
Yeah. I remember
YouTube is a pain in the butt. So all of this, both online and offline, has been around for a very long time. Where there is an audience, there will always be people to service it. But now, with advancements in AI and other technology, we are entering some very awful territory. While I was looking into this, there was a part of me that thought that maybe some women are involved in this and using their content to basically capitalize on this fetish for people who have Down syndrome. But now I am more or less convinced that this is a group of people or groups of people making fake women to extort money out of other people who are probably more than likely men. And
yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Here's why I say that. These accounts, these profiles, personas, all exist in what I can only describe as clusters. There will be these groupings of similar accounts, usually with some sort of similar name, and all the same stolen content, feeding back.
It's, in the end, it's the same as on YouTube. It's those content farms. They just do the same. It's like, 100% they also just have an AI running and posting it. Like, mostly there won't even be a lot of people behind posting it at this point anymore. The same shit is going on YouTube, just like content farm, redone, all constantly uploaded in different forms. Like, bro, what's up, back neck?
To either Telegram or, like I've mentioned, money-raising platforms and spicy platforms like FanView. Fun fact, FanView actually allows for AI-generated content if it is marked as such, which is terrible. When these accounts get banned, particularly on Instagram, they pop right back up with a new handle and new information. Two of the biggest accounts that you've probably seen floating around are called Maria Dopari and Truly Special Girl. Both accounts have been deleted from Instagram, but keep coming back like a disease. As the article I referenced earlier pointed out, after its deletion, the Maria Dopari account followed several other similar accounts with similar names that all posted the same stolen content, but with slightly different Down syndrome faces on the stolen videos. I was able to find the Maria Dopari X account and saw exactly this in action. These videos are supposed to be the same woman, but as you can see, sometimes she has different AI-edited facial features. And the same story goes for a Truly Special Girl, who was one of 5 accounts, all
Truly Special Girl, Special Honey, Special Unicorn, Special Jenny, Special with Love. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Is this good for Down syndrome people though? Like, do they get hyped up? Is this representation? I don't know. I mean, people with Down syndrome can be pretty sure. I don't know if this does any good of them. Does any good of them though, because this just fetishizes them. Like, this is something that just fetishizes them and uses them for fetishization. You know?
Posting the same AI-altered content. So, it is diabolical to create a fake Down syndrome woman and then name her account Truly Special Girl. I'm not gonna lie, this is some bold stuff. Like, between the profile names and the psycho on-the-nose captions, whoever is doing this is going to hell. Stuff like this kind of makes me lose faith in humanity. Once again, during my travels on the internet, I found this same theme and this same pattern over and over and over again. One of the new clusters that has popped up recently is this persona called Liliana, and it's still quite small, so we'll see how this goes. This one, to me, is especially weird because the videos posted go from pretty normal TikTok dancing lady content to abruptly turning into AI-generated Down syndrome face. Like, this one video shows a normal lady, and then the very next video is the AI-generated Down syndrome features. And it's like, they're not even trying to hide it. It's also worth noting that I'm pretty sure that this woman isn't real either, so do with that what you will. Alarmingly, it's actually getting kind of hard to tell what is AI face and what is just someone filtering themselves into oblivion.
Especially with this one, it is actually so hard to tell. Men are reaching book talk level of thirsty. Like, to some people, they will not know this isn't real, right? They won't know. Like, the average Walmart American will not know this is fake. They'll just be like, oh, hot woman, and she has a disability, poor woman, but she hot, let me goon. And some people will have the fetish and actively seek this out.
Thankfully, you guys never have to worry about that with me. I'm ugly on purpose. A friendship.
Yay!
Okay, but seriously, I really like how whoever created this account decided that this woman would develop a serious chromosomal condition overnight. Yeah, they did that. Whoever made the Liliana persona went ahead and made another account that is exclusively videos with the Down syndrome features. And all of these videos have gotten infinitely more views. Like the others, both profiles link back to an Instagram that exclusively has the aforementioned Down syndrome face videos, except that these videos feature
You know, the issue with those is as well, like, issue I say, but their Down syndrome features aren't even that easy to see, I would say, on those generated images. Like, scrolling past, like, once, I wouldn't even see that would have had Down syndrome. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just weird shit. To play the devil's advocate, is it more of an exploitation in this case, where people fetishize Down syndrome for profit, or actual people with Down syndrome having their body exploited for coin? I don't know. It's a really interesting situation in this case. Because first of all, it's someone else's video, and that person doesn't actually have Down syndrome. But then they make them out as if they had Down syndrome. Yeah, I would say it's more of a case where they fetishize the Down syndrome for profit. Like, that's more the case. That they're fetishizing it. I would feel like I would lean more towards
completely different women with very explicit captions. Interestingly, this Liliana situation doesn't link anywhere further just yet, so I'm not super sure what the play is, but there will be a play. Let me assure you. So more of the reasons why I don't think this is individual women doing this and is instead the act of scammers and spammers and whatnot has to do with Telegram, which is notoriously used by scammers. And this goes for the scammers who get in my comments and message those of you who then message me asking me if I told you to go to Telegram. No, I didn't. I don't have a Telegram. Please don't give those people money. They are not me. I would never do that to you. I tried.
Same, I would also never use Telegram. No, I don't use Telegram. Don't ever think I'm using it.
To sell you weird merchandise and tea. That's what I try to do, and I don't try to get random money from you on silly apps. So we have Telegram, which is notoriously used by scammers, but then you also have the fact that when these accounts get deleted and they come back up, they usually have new information about the woman that they're supposed to be representing. The name will change, the age will change, the location will change. Basically, all of the characteristics that a real person would probably want to maintain about their profile are gone. For example, the Maria Depari account recently got smacked down by Instagram, but has since popped back up under the new name Maria Vez. The new Maria Vez persona has 2 new Instagram accounts, which have conflicting ages, one saying that this creator is 21, while the other says 23.
21, 23, in the end, for people that just want to goon, it's the same thing. People don't care about that. Like, 2 years in this case is barely difference to them. Like, between 21 and 23, there's no difference to them. Like, people look about the same when they're 21 and 23. So that one, it doesn't matter. Obviously, it's a fake one. It's just, everything about this is fake. What I'm thinking about, since all those videos are just altered videos of others, could the original girls that the body actually belongs to take it down? 23 is almost a hag? Bro, you're a hag.
When I looked into the profiles further, I found that these accounts are all made within the last month
For my
and are
username.
based in France. They've also changed the account's handle several times, which is abnormal for accounts that are only a month old. They also all link back to the same fan view, well, the original fan view, I should say, and the original Telegram account.
No.
I don't want to get too in the weeds on the Maria Depari situation because, truth be told, it is a bit of a rabbit hole and I found some really weird
But we
stuff.
like rabbit holes.
But looking into that account actually led me to finding the woman whose content is being stolen and used in this way. And yes, I reached out to her, and no, as of filming this video, she has not gotten back to me, but the whole thing there is very odd and very confusing, and if she does reply, and I can look into this a little further if you guys want, I'll happily make a follow-up video. I actually had to ask my lovely thumbnail man, Giancarlo, if he wouldn't mind writing me a note in Spanish for her, and when I reached out to him, I was like, here's the thing, here's what I want you to write, and his response was basically just, I am so used to this from you, I'm not even gonna ask. He's a wonderful, tolerant human, so if you guys ever need any design work done, I'll link his website in the description because he's a good boy. Anyway, the other component here is that the profiles don't use the same people in the photos and videos. It's different women who are either real or who are fully AI generated, like this Clara Valdez persona. Again, the persona's Instagram has since been deleted, but I found its threads and fan view accounts.
Do people actually enjoy this content though? Just like women spooning around looking at themselves in the mirror? Is that attractive to guys? Like, looking away from the entire generated stuff and, like, Down syndrome and whatever, just, like, generally a woman, like, doing this. Yeah. Interesting. What's so attractive of it? Think it's retarded? Yeah, I don't know. For me, yes, but I'm a voyeurist. I'm pretty sure there are people who like just about anything. Yeah, that's also true. That is also true.
Videos and images like this, I think, are fully AI generated, but as you can see, this is just a bunch of stolen content from a bunch of different women. All of them are sexualized, and all of them are edited to look like they have Down syndrome. Now, this might be a stretch, but I find it really interesting that Maria Depari's new accounts are called Maria Vez, which feature a double Z, and the Clara account also spells its last name Valdez with a double Z. So it's pretty obvious why this specific issue is in fact an issue. And honestly, I think it opens the door to a bunch of different conversations. One being how people, like me to begin with, assumed that this is women making this kind of content and doing these things for...
Yeah. Like, when that went around Twitter, I also thought it was like... I thought it was a woman pretending to have Down syndrome. Like, when I went by it in, when I saw it in passing, you know? Like, this is actually so much deeper.
Clicks, which it isn't. But the more obvious conversations revolve around why AI is being used in this way, the victims who are having their content stolen and used like this, and how disabilities are being sexualized like this, because apparently there's a market for it. It is worth noting that on social media, there are several notable people who have Down syndrome who do make content about their lives and their experiences and all this fun stuff, and they've generated quite large followings of people who are just happy to see them succeed and live their lives. But that's obviously not remotely what we're seeing right now, and this AI generated stuff in this context is extremely sinister. To be clear here, we are not talking about people exploring their quirks in some consensual way. We're talking about scammers and creeps using AI to exploit real women by stealing their content, slapping hypersexualized, fetishized faces on those women, and then profiting from it on platforms like FanView and Patreon. And even worse, they're targeting vulnerable communities, people with disabilities.
Yeah, like the fact that they're just exploiting both men and women here, right? Like, everyone is being exploited in here. Everyone is being exploited here because men think, first of all, it's real when it's not, and women are getting their actual, like, video footage stolen just to be used by someone else. Which, to be fair, they were already sexualizing themselves. Like, they were already sexualizing themselves, right? Let's not kid ourselves. But it's still, like, using their content, which is still not good. And then, it's exploiting Down syndrome. In the end, it's a fetishization, English is very hard, of Down syndrome, which is just disgusting and sickening.
And other things who already face enough stigma without being turned into some gross fantasy for profit. The reality is that AI is getting better every day, and I think with that comes a degree of responsibility to use it ethically. Maybe that's the entire degree. But instead, we've got people out here creating personas like Marie DePari and Truly Special Girl, and using, once again, stolen content to make a profit while exploiting vulnerable communities and, in a way, almost mocking them. Ultimately, I am of the opinion that AI can and will be a great tool when used responsibly in the correct context. And an offshoot like this, for example, has a lot of very destructive capabilities for individuals and society as a whole. People already, when it comes to AI, have a really hard time distinguishing real faces from AI faces, and even I have to admit, in this case, a lot of these videos got me. I was like, I'm not super sure what I'm looking at here. And so that in and of itself is a pretty alarming thing to consider, that we are having a hard time deciphering what's real and what's AI. So in the end, as long as we have AI and this type of application with deep fakes and AI generated faces, I do not see this issue going away or lessening anytime soon. And
it will not. The one thing I will say where we'll give those scammers credit is that it literally states, at least on their paid products, that it is AI generated. I will give them that much. But that's about it. That's about it. The only thing, they gave a little disclaimer. Doesn't make it right, though. Does not make it right.
Honestly, I do actually foresee this issue getting worse as time progresses, especially as AI gets more sophisticated and people have a harder and harder time distinguishing real from fake. Now, on that very happy and pleasant note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder: check out PDS Debt using the link in the description or scanning the QR code on screen. If this is something that you have issue with, it's worth checking out and getting your free assessment. Now, I open the floor to all of you. What do you all think? I am very curious to hear your thoughts on this one. Are you on my side of this issue where you think this is creepy and wrong for a multitude of reasons? Are you on the other side of this issue where you just don't really see this is that big of a deal? It's maybe the natural progression of AI. This is a way of creating this kind of content without really hurting anybody. I disagree with that personally, but do you potentially think that? Do you think that it's predatory to do this to people who have disabilities? Do you think it's weird to be stealing people's content and putting someone else's face on top of it? Do you think this is normal? Do you think it's abnormal? Do you think it's setting us down a road that is going to get worse over time? Or do you think that this will eventually peter out and kind of just go away? And what do you generally make of this issue overall? As always, if you have made it this far in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you're not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as leaving this video a like and a comment, because I do read the majority of them and I like hearing your feedback. Of course, I hope you wonderful pretty people stay safe and well and make good choices, and I will see your beautiful little squidgy faces in the next video.
There wasn't a bye-bye. Man, I already linked it, didn't I? Yeah, I have the link again. One thing I want to say is, in regards of AI, since this is the topic of it here too, that the average human, and I don't know how much they care about it in regards of like corn, but the average human usually doesn't care about how the product came to be. They just want to consume. We live in a time of consumerism where we have been gaslit and brainwashed to love and enjoy consumerism, where we want the thing, and we want it now, and we don't want delays, and we feel entitled to the thing, and if we don't get the thing, we're going to get mad. It's sad. It is sad that we live in this kind of time. But that's about it. I want to end it here at this point. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the video and leave a comment too. Bye-bye, YouTube.